Are you thinking of making a move to Naperville, Illinois? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you all about what it was like to grow up here and why I decided to grow my family and business right here in Naperville. What's happening, everybody? This is Austin Weiss. I'm a local real estate agent right here in the Chicagoland area. I'm actually standing in Burlington Square Park right outside the Naperville train station, which you can see behind me. This is the neighborhood that I grew up in until I was about 8 years old. It's the historic district of Naperville, right outside downtown Naperville. It's probably about less than a mile to downtown Naperville from here, so it's a quick walk anywhere to the bars, restaurants, shopping of downtown Naperville. The DuPage's Children's Museum is actually literally right there, that blue and yellow building. It's a cool space for little kids to go hang out and just kind of explore their creativity. I'm actually coming up on the very first house that my parents bought in Naperville. They bought it in 1985 for $97,000, and it was actually a two-flat that they converted into a single-family house. Once they kind of ran out of space on the first floor, they kicked the tenant out because they had both my sister and myself. So here's the house. When we lived here, it was actually painted green and blue, and they've since redone a lot of the different parts of the house. My dad actually built the garage from the ground up, which they tore down, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 years ago because it was rotting. They built something new. This is the tree that actually my family planted way back when. Naperville Historic District. In the early 80s, Naperville experienced a population boom, partly because of the completions of I-88 and I-355 tollways, and partly because of they built the research and tech corridor here in Naperville. The population was about 35,000. There was only one street light, and there was tons of farmland, and it was just getting built out. Nowadays, there's about 150,000 people here in Naperville. There are dozens of street lights, and there is very little farmland left. I'm actually walking through Central Park here in Naperville. You can see Honest Abe sitting here. It's actually the original spot of the DuPage County Courthouse. So you can kind of imagine what this place looked like, you know, maybe 100, 150 years ago when they were prosecuting criminals here in the park. I'm standing in front of the Naperville Community Concert Center. In the summers and falls, they'll play free concerts played by the Naperville Municipal Band. They have several band contests throughout the year as well. This lawn and field will be filled with benches, chairs, and people just enjoying the music and enjoying the nice weather in the summer. All right, now I'm in the heart of the historic district, as you can see from the historical homes just behind me. And I'm actually out front of my very first elementary school, Ellsworth Elementary School in District 203, established in 1928. I went to kindergarten and first grade, and then we moved across town and I attended Highlands Elementary School, where I went from 2nd grade until 5th grade. It sits here in the West Highlands neighborhood, where homes used to look like this, and now they look like this. One thing I absolutely love about Naperville is its central location here in the western suburbs of Chicago. You can get in and out of the city within a half an hour on the express train. There's many expressways, so you can drive to the northern burbs or the south side of Chicago pretty easily. Behind me is actually the Naperville Carillon Tower, built in 2000 to celebrate the millennium. It's got 72 bronze bells up at the top that chime at certain hours of the day, and it's one of 4 largest in the world. Honestly, when I was a kid, I absolutely hated it. It was super annoying when I was playing Little League just on the other side of the river, but now as an adult, I've come to appreciate it a little bit more. One of the main selling points of Naperville is its fantastic school system. District 203 and 204 are consistently ranked amongst the top in the state of Illinois and the nation for that matter. Naperville is also safer than 88% of all United States cities, and according to niche.com, it was actually ranked the #1 place to raise a family in America. Just to give you a perspective on price points for housing here in Naperville, in the city of Chicago, a $500,000 price point would get you a 2, maybe a 3-bed condo with a balcony. You'd have to pay an extra 25 to 30 grand for a parking spot. Here in Naperville, that same $500,000 would get you a 3,000 square foot house, 4 beds, 2.5 baths with a 2-car garage, a basement, and you get a patio deck and enjoy your own backyard. In addition, Naperville has only a 4% unemployment rate, and the median combined household income is $115,000. Considered the crown jewel of Naperville, the Naperville Riverwalk features iconic structures such as this bridge behind me, just over the west branch of the DuPage River. There's also tons of pavilions, memorials, parks, gardens, and fountains, and plenty of places to go have a picnic with the family. Just across the river is Water Street. They built this a few years ago. It features Hotel Indigo 64 Wine Bar, where you can actually pour your own wine, super cool, and then Blue Sushi Sake Grill, which is a great fresh place to go get some sushi. So about 8 or 9 years ago at this point, I had just gotten out of college and I was with a buddy in downtown Naperville, and this bar that I'm actually out in front of, called Features Bar and Grill, I was in there and I felt this annoying tap on my shoulder, tap, tap, tap. And I turned around and this girl wanted me to buy her a drink. And it turns out 7.5 years later, that's the girl I'm engaged to, and we're gonna get married next year. I'm right out front Centennial Beach, just outside of downtown Naperville. This was originally a limestone quarry that was converted into a swimming hole to cool off in the summer back in 1932. Just across the parking lot is the Little League baseball field, along with JC's Park and the Naperville Skate Park. So now I'm on the campus of North Central College. This is Old Main behind me. It's one of the historical buildings here in Naperville. North Central College is a Division III school. It's a few thousand students here in Naperville. They actually just won the Division III National Football Championship. They have numerous championships in cross country and track. And it's a very nice little liberal arts college right here in the heart of Naperville. So I'm downtown Naperville right now, walking on Jefferson Street, which is one of the main drags here in Naperville, with a bunch of boutique shopping, restaurants, and cocktail lounges, including one of my personal favorites, the Craftsman. It's a third floor brewery lounge with outside bonfire pits, and just a super cool place to go relax. Go back in time and discover the history of Naperville at Napers Settlement, the 19th century living museum located in downtown Naperville. 20 historic buildings, including the Preemption House and the Martin Mitchell Mansion, covering 12 acres. All right, so I'm just chilling at the intersection of Main and Jefferson now. It's one of the main intersections in downtown Naperville, right across the street from the iconic Starbucks, down the street from the Apple Store and the Eddie Bauer as well. Hey, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. If you're ever thinking about making a move here to Naperville or anywhere else in the Chicagoland area, I would love for the opportunity to have a conversation with you and see how I can simplify that whole process for you. I'm available by phone, text, email, days, nights, weekends, and like I said, I would just love for the opportunity to at least have a conversation with you. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Highlands Elementary School, it's a whale of a school here. All right, I'm standing in front of the Naperville Community GoPro stop record and playgrounds. It's a great place to go just walk across the shit.